Hey guys, I am super excited to be teaming up with my absolute favorites, the Quick Flick, because they have launched another new shade in their Quick Flick liner range. So this latest color is called Green Envy, and oh my gosh, I actually think this might be my favorite shade to date. So if you haven't heard of the Quick Flick before, this is a wing liner stamp product, and honestly guys, it has just totally transformed my makeup application game, because prior to discovering the Quick Flick, I literally couldn't do wing liner. And if you go on my Instagram and you scroll back through, you'll literally see I never ever did wing liner because I can't freehand it. Then one day I stumbled across the Quick Flick thanks to Huda Beauty's mention. I bought it myself and I have been hooked ever since. So the awesome thing about the Quick Flick is it comes in 3 different sizes. You have the petite, you have the modest, and you have the grand. My personal favorite is the grand for when I'm doing really bold, dramatic makeup like what I have on today. And when I want to make a little bit more wearable for like a daytime, I either go the petite or the modest. So this product is suitable for any eye shapes as well, guys. It's honestly, it is the easiest product to use ever. I'm absolutely obsessed. So what I'll do is I'll get stuck into showing you the actual Green Envy shade and trying it on, and then after that I'll get into some finer details about the actual product, how to remove it, and all that sort of jazz. So each set does come with 2 pens, because you have one for your left eye and one for your right eye, and the reason being is because each of the pen stamps where it's got the wing liner actually has a slight curve in it. So you have to use the right one on the right eye and the left one on the left eye, and the cap on the actual pen will tell you exactly what side it is for. And as you guys can see there, it has like the little angle in it, so it gives like a really beautiful little sweep on your wing liner. And then on the other end of the pen, it actually has the felt liner, just a traditional line so you can line your lash line. Now, the smaller the flick, the thinner you can do your lash line. So if you're using the 8mm petite, you can do a much thinner lash line. If you're using the 12mm grand, you'll need to match it up with a thicker lash line. As each size gets bigger, they actually get wider as well. So I'll stamp them all so you guys can see on my hand. So those are the 3 sizes there. You have the petite on the top, the modest, and the grand. As they go up in size, the actual base of the flick gets thicker, so therefore you'll have to do a thicker lash line. And then there is a swatch of the actual Green Envy shade. It is more of a deeper green shade, and it is just beautiful. I'm so obsessed with it. I'll just swatch a black one as well next to it, just so you guys can see what the black looks like in comparison. So there's the black, because sometimes when I do these swatches on my eyes, people are like, it still looks black, but you can distinctively tell that the black is black and the green is green. It is a really beautiful, like, deep emerald green. I'm absolutely obsessed with this color. So the Green Envy shade is the same amazing formula as the Intense Black, the Hot Fudge, and the Blue Velvet. So there's now actually 4 different colors in the Quick Flick range, which is so exciting. So there's a little bit of something for everyone. Now I find this green is still super wearable, although it's very distinctively green. It's something that you can either pair with like green eyeshadows to really bring out the green liner, or you can simply wear it with a plain naked lid, just like that little tiny hint of something different. I absolutely love it. I think it's such a nice color. I personally love like greens and khakis and camo and all that sort of stuff. So when I saw they were bringing out Green Envy, I was super excited. Now it's the same formula as the Intense Black, so it is totally smudge proof. Like it's not going to smudge, it's waterproof. You're not going to have any dramas with if you get like watery eyes, or if you're someone who, you know, you want to wear it to the gym. So like let's say you wear your wings to work and then you want to go to the gym afterwards. If you perspire heaps and sweat heaps, it's not going to smudge on your face or anything like that. Now when it comes to the Quick Flick liner, there is super particular ways that you guys can remove it. Just water and friction will eventually get it off, but that's just really abrasive, and I would recommend not doing that, especially on your eyes, because like I said in my last video, it can create fine lines, all that extra tugging and pulling, and who wants to do that? So what I recommend is using micellar water. I found this to be the most quickest, easiest, effective, and just most simple way to remove it. You just need some micellar water, any brand at all, doesn't matter. Garnier is a great one, but I've used several other brands as well, and they all work a treat. And just a cotton round, and all you have to do is pop some of the micellar water on the cotton round and just hold it on your eye for a couple of seconds. Then you can wipe away easily and it will remove totally, won't leave any staining, and will come off easily. I have tried removing it with my Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse Balm and it doesn't remove it. It just rubs it all over your face. So don't make that same mistake that I did, because that wasn't fun. So definitely just stick to micellar water. Best, easiest, most quick, simple, clean way to get it off. And just some little tips with application. When I am applying my Quick Flick stamp, I try to actually angle the end of the flick in the direction that I want it. So if you need your flick to come out more on an angle out to the side because you have hooded eyes, then make sure the end of the actual stamp is pointing out towards your ear and your hairline, not up towards the tail of your brow. If you don't have super hooded eyes, you can definitely angle it so it's more up towards your brow to give you more of that traditional cat eye effect. So whichever way you have the end of the stamp directing is obviously where the wing's going to sit. So you've just got to make sure you point it in the direction that you want your actual wings to sit. So the higher you angle them up, obviously the higher angled your wing's going to be. The lower you angle them, the more straight your wing's going to be. So to ensure your Quick Flick doesn't dry out, it's really important to make sure that your caps are clipped into place properly. So you can distinctively hear when you shut the lid that it actually locks in place properly. So you need to make sure every time you use your Quick Flick that you put the lid back on nice and securely, because that keeps it airtight, and that means that the actual felt liners on both ends won't dry out. So if you don't put your lids back on properly, they will dry out and therefore you won't be able to use them. And they also suggest us to store them flat instead of like standing up, because then when you take them out when they're flat, they've got equal amount of product in each end. If you store on one end, then you might find that one end of the actual felt has more liquid than the other end. So just keep them stored flat to ensure that the actual ink for the liner is evenly distributed through the pen. So I think I've pretty much covered everything. I'm going to link all my other videos on the Quick Flick in the description box for you guys. I'll link my very first ever review, which wasn't sponsored. It was just me buying the product and trying it out. And I'll link all my try on videos of all the various different sizes in all the colors. I have one on Intense Black, Blue Velvet, and Hot Fudge, and now Green Envy, which is so exciting. And I'll keep bringing you guys these videos every time they launch new shades. So if you're ever curious about a new color or a new shade or a new Quick Flick product, you know where to come. The Quick Flick actually has heaps of exciting things currently in the works. Oh, I can't tell you about them all, but I'm so excited. 2019 is going to be a big year for them, and I cannot wait to share about all their new exciting new launches coming your way. Let me know what you guys think of Green Envy, and of course subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll be talking to you really soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!